Okay, greetings everyone and welcome to the week 14 presentation for our online freshman comp class. We're almost done, and that's kind of exciting because these last couple weeks we're finishing up the rhetorical mode essay this week and then moving into the last two assignments for the course, so that's exciting. Okay, so the overview of week 14 is that first you're going to finish your rhetorical mode essay this week. It's due on Tuesday, and then we're going to revisit rhetorical analysis. Remember, we did this earlier in the semester with two different essays. One was called Everyone Deserves a Defense, and the other one was called In Praise of the Guilty Project. So we're going to extend our learning on that, and that all happens this week, week 14. Okay. So the rhetorical mode essay is due on Tuesday. You have all the way till 11:30 at night to get it done. Make sure in that assignment folder that you have your final draft, perfect, polished, complete. Make sure you have a correct and culled works cited page. It should only have on there the sources that you used. Remember, there was an announcement post a few weeks ago that walked you through how to do it. If you didn't do it yet, all of the information that you need to complete your correct works cited page is also in the subfolder for this final draft in this week. So get your works cited page done. Make sure it's correct, alphabetical order, hanging indents, all your citations are right. Make sure it's perfect. And then there also is a metacognitive letter, just like you had for your personal narrative. There's one for this paper too. It is in the subfolder, so make sure that you read the directions there and then write your metacognitive letter. So I should see, I guess depending on how you do your works cited page, if you combine it to the end of your final draft, then you would just have two files. If it's separate, you'll have three: your final draft, your works cited page, and your metacognitive letter. If you have two, then you put your works cited page with your final draft, and you have your final draft and your metacognitive letter. So those are all due Tuesday at 11:30, and then breathe a huge sigh of relief. You made it through the big paper for the course. Woohoo! All right, and I will get you feedback as soon as possible. I know you're anxious to see that because that paper is worth 21% of your final grade. It's a big grade, but we've been working on it for a long time. All right. Then we're going to revisit rhetorical analysis. And this is the only other thing you have to do this week. So Tuesday night, up till Tuesday night, make sure you're just getting that justice paper perfect. And then on Wednesday, you have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to get the rest of this done. So the first thing you're going to do is there are two chapters from Thank You for Arguing. It's the book that we read a couple chapters out of earlier this semester. Now you're going to be reading chapters 14 and chapters 26. 14 covers logical fallacies, and chapter 26 covers Cicero's outline. So you will be reading those two chapters first. Then there is the Rhetoric Crash Course Part 2. This is going to remind you of everything we already did and then extend it. So I'm going to go over all of the content that was in chapters 14 and 26. So I'll be going over all the logical fallacies, giving you kind of funny stories and lots of examples, and then I'll be covering Cicero's outline, counter arguments, and things like that. The presentation is over 35 minutes, so make sure you've got time to listen and really concentrate because that information is so important as we move into those final two assignments. There's also a mentor text discussion board in that section. It's on one of my favorite TED Talks ever, so I know you're going to enjoy that, and then you'll go through that TED Talk as a mentor text, and that's a discussion board. Then there's Everyone Deserves a Defense. You'll recognize that title. We're going to revisit it and extend it through the other 2 pages of the rhetorical analysis worksheet. The original worksheet was 4 pages. We've taught you how to do 2 of them, and now you'll learn how to do the other 2. Then there's the How to Prosecute Abusive Prosecutors. That is a practice essay. It's a voice thread. So I'm going to have you participate, and then I'm going to fill you in with the answers so that you're learning how to do it with immediate feedback. Then last thing you're going to do is try it yourself. There's one more essay. It's also on prosecutors. Prosecutors shouldn't be hiding evidence from defendants. That is an assignment. You will download the 4-page rhetorical analysis worksheet. You will complete it on that essay, and you will upload it to the assignment folder. All of that work you've got to get done because Then week 15 and 16, we move into your final 2 projects. Each one of them are 10% of your final grade, and you've got to have all of this background knowledge on how to understand all this content in order to do the last 2 assignments. If you want a preview, I've already done the videos, and I put week 14 through 16 all together so that you can work ahead as much as you want. I'm just kind of going to lay it all out there for week 14, 15, and 16. Know that I will have videos for week 15 and a video for week 16 that will be coming. But other than that, all the content, the assignment folders, everything is there. So you can work ahead as much as you want. Just pay attention to the due date so that you don't miss anything. All right, have a great week. Celebrate the fact that you finished that justice paper, and then enjoy revisiting rhetoric and get ready for those last 2 projects. You are almost done. Good job. Please let me know what questions you have, and have a great week.